been thinking about the Quran and thinking about why does the word qatal or qatal with the qaf, why does it occur so often in the Quran? It gets translated as fighting, it gets translated as killing, most often than not. That's what it means in the Torah, and thanks to Hebrew Nazarite, I went and searched for all of the words that had to do with, killing and things like that, and I'm trying to understand why is there violence in the holy books. And so we know that violence is wrong, and that was part of the sacred name. I pronounce it Yehovah Eloheinu, something like that. And I believe that it can be pronounced in many ways. And it's connected to the words for love. And I believe the word qatal is could be a an error in transcription, because the Hebrew and the Arab languages, they are from Mesopotamia, and they adopted the script, the Phoenician script, to which is originally from Kemet, as the Medu Neter, as taught by Bab Haru and Mfundishi Jehutimus. And so here I see this word, and it's interesting because it has a lot of things like to dribble, and it's interesting because I was watching a video about water, and how water from Hildebroot, about how water, the dripping of water, that we are like the dripping of water. And so that we do something so often, and that is what makes a big difference. And so could it be that this word was what people were saying, but because of their accent, because of the way it was written down, the R became an L? Could it be that this is the answer to the question, why is there the contradiction between peace and violence in the Abrahamic religious books? And could this be a word that was used metaphorically to say that someone was proselytizing or insisting someone about a certain topic? And so little by little they would come to the truth. And for the 4 sacred months they wouldn't do that, because those were some of the harshest times of the year. And so those times were the times when people weren't bothered, because the word pagan is mushrikun, and it really means those who associate And the real association that is plaguing the Ahl Kitab, the people of the book, is associating Allah, Elohim, Eloheinu, with Satan. And fearing Satan, giving it so much power, mythologizing it, and creating, this whole universe of stories and shows and TVs and books, Mephistopheles, or all these, ideas that are extra liturgical, that influence our thinking and contradict the oneness of Allah. Yet these words that describe these forces that cause death, that cause struggle, that cause all of these things in our life that are bad for us, they exist for a reason. That's why it's in the vocabulary. It's, the Quran is clear about that. It's not a good thing. It doesn't sustain us. It's the enemy of humanity. So there are things working together for the most part. They're always working together. Otherwise, nothing would exist. And that's what I believe Jesus Christ taught people to do. And I believe he was a Jewish person, and that's why spiritually there's a lot of Jewish people that live like him, even though they don't believe in him. Because it's from the same source. It's from Torah. It's from, and likewise, the Muslim. He was a Muslim. He was a peaceful person. He was that whole, the word has a lot of connotations to it. So, he didn't go to war against Rome, and that's why I believe he was a Muslim. And the Christians, they're the anointed ones. They're the people who followed the Messiah. There's Christians out there. So, peace and blessings be upon you, and may God guide us to the truth of it, and may God protect and sustain us. Amen. I'm a privileged man. Not everyone has the same privilege as me to be able to study these things and talk about these things. So be mindful and be careful. Peace.